Next map of this Overwatch contest is going to be on Rialto. One of the newer maps from Blizzard. I am in love with this map. The first 2 points on attack for this payload map. I like to see on defense maybe a Orisa, because there are several opportunities to pull people into the water. Once they're pulled into the water, they die. It's just for that. But there's a lot of good high ground and low ground on the first kind of bend here, as well as the second bend. Once they get to the first point, they will get more time and a full point. Next position that they're going to for point B is going to be a little open. Still a lot of high ground. You'll see a lot of snipers here because they are able to play around corners. The third one, when we get there, you'll see there. But coming out on defense first is going to be NYXD, top left in your blue. You have Adon, 1Deej, Manami, Gibby, Eclipse, and Azrif. Azrif deciding, maybe Torb isn't the best pick here with only Brigitte healing. So he's going to jump off and maybe switch to something that is a healer? No. Maybe getting trolled. Azrif maybe having a little fun. But on attack, maybe there'll be a little more... No, there's not. This is going to be a fun map. Because right now, as it stands, we're getting trolled. Azrif finally getting onto his or her Ana, which is what I'd rather see. Kind of playing the time game, more or less. So we are going to have a Rein Zarya. We're going to have a double sniper defense out from the NYXD, healed by a 1Deej as a Brigitte, trying to stay with the Rein and Zarya, and Azrif going to be snipe healing in the back. On attack, we are going to have... I almost thought he fell into the water, but a Doomfist on attack. Hopefully trying to disperse them on the high ground. There's a dive coming out from both tanks and the Doomfist, who does find Abdon in the back with that fantastically coordinated attack. The Eclipse is going to go down by Julik as well. Manami is going to pop out of mech, however, after Pop says, "That was my mech, sir, give it back," and shoots him in the face. Good coordination, both dive tanks from Six of Spades able to go forward with Mammoth on the Doomfist. They were to find at least 1 to 2 picks. Right now we do have Zarya on NYXD stuck here in the back. Gibby unfortunately all alone. Hopefully waiting to do a pincer attack. Mammoth waiting for him in the back wings. Abdon has switched onto a Reaper. Kind of hopefully deal with the monkey. Gets booped off. Gibby able to get back with his team. Going around the corner, however, not able to be healed, and is going to be taken down by Leroy Brown. Valkyrie coming out from Six of Spades to push forward. Manami is going to take down Julik. Modern is going to take down Abdon. A Shatter trying to come down, not hitting anyone down, unfortunately. Julik going to get rezzed by Whack, and this is going to be a full team again. And Meteor Strike going to come and just finish it off. Hopefully trying to get someone. Eclipse properly just diving off. Know that Doomfist was going to be able to catch him eventually. Azrif as well, realizing that it's not going to work. Almost falling in himself as on Doomfist. Getting caught and saved by the boat. And they are going to get a good decent amount of push here. The next point of contention is going to be right around this corner. And they're going to try and take that high ground. I like the high ground because there is a wall they can jump over here on the left to kind of flank, but right now there's only Doomfist and Monkey that can do it. As they continue pushing forward, they're going to be having an entire fight up here in the middle. Rally going out. However, NYXD doing a lot. Move it into the drink. Sorry guys, that is our good friend Wit coming into the channel. Welcome, sir. NYXD able to push them back, way back, as they had taken the high ground, knowing that they were possibly going to be pushing forward into the building and getting a lot of good picks and kills as fights go. Julik going to be changing to a Reinhardt, getting off the Monkey. Abdon getting picked out by Mammoth on the side. Nerf this going to come from Six of Spades. There's a lot of opportunity there. Does find Eclipse, unfortunately, around the corner. Sights coming out from Modern Lion after Manami is taken down by Pop's Rockets. Modern Lion boosting forward, sprinting forward, hopefully trying to find some more kills with his visor. That is good fallback right now. There's only 4 members of NYXD. They should just keep falling back until they can regroup with the rest of their team. Now it's 5. Now all 6 are here. And they'll be doing this next part. Mammoth going to be coming forward, trying to push and not hitting Gibby, but unfortunately not hitting into a wall. Stunning, but able to dive out. That is a charge coming out from Mammoth, who is now purple. Does find Julik. Healed up just before the purple one. A Shatter coming out from Manama, who finds Modern Lion and Pop on the ground. Finished off by himself. Abdon getting Pop out of the mech. Whacked, getting knocked off. by the shield bash. And Mammoth able to finish off Azrath with a fist to the face. I was unaware, because the scream you heard from Anna was one of falling off the edge. However, I was not aware that the shield bash, which is what the icon showed that killed her from Brigitte, does knockback. I was only aware it did a stun. You would usually see her flail. Anyway, we see a Modern Lion switching to a fair to go up in the air. There's no real hit scan for NYXD to deal with. Really happy there, but Abaddon saying, I'm a Reaper, it's fine. Mammoth flanking him behind in the back, trying to find a charge. I'm unfortunately not able to. That is a grab and a die, who is eaten mostly up by D.Va and Pop on D.Va. However, it does end prematurely. D.Va's defense matrix, unfortunately, not able to hold an entire ult. That was both attack ults, both DPS ults for NYXD used, however. That was Death Blossom and a Dragon Strike. A lot of ults were used there on NYXD. There is still an Ana boost, a Shatter maybe up towards the end of the fight for NYXD, but on attack, there is a rally to hopefully start the fight, give everyone a bunch of armor, an Ana boost, D.Va Bomb to kind of scatter them out, and there will be another Doomfist ult here soon. Right now we got a 1Deej who was trying to find Doomfist, unfortunately getting fisted in the face. A D.Va Bomb coming up, finding a Manami behind his shield. And there's a pause, as we all wait with bated breath for why there was a pause. Well, it gives me time to go more into why Pop's defense matrix was unable to eat all of Reaper's ult. So D.Va's defense matrix, before it got changed, actually had a longer duration. So it was actually able to eat up 75% of the time of, say, a Soldier ult or a Reaper ult, as we just saw. So even at full charge of a D.Va defense matrix, it'll only eat up maybe half of it. So even though Reaper was sitting there and he was getting most of his ult eaten up, he just had to keep going. And when the face matrix dropped, he was able to finish off D.Va out of the mech and the other member of Six of Spades who was in the grab. And now we're trying to figure out what the changes that are happening right now, because right now we do... Yeah. Everyone's the best here. So trying to figure out what's going on. You have several pauses. But as we kind of analyze right now, they are kind of on that next corner. The next capture point you're going to be able to see is going to be kind of the archway. Back left is where the payload is going. That's going to give them some more time and get that extra point. There is still one more solid point, and you're going to see the difference between this point B capture to the next point, because it's a lot more closed in, a lot more roofs, not as much high ground. So you're possibly not going to see a Farah from the attacking Six of Spades. He might switch, might not, but you're going to see a lot more brawling, a lot more enclosed fights, because even the last point capture has some pillars in the way, a lot of good usage of sight lines for attacking and defending. Again, not sure why we paused, but continuing the analytics that we have just the Ana boost for defending NYXD. They will probably use that on Manami, who will hopefully swing to his heart's content and get another Shatter out. On attack, we do have Doomfist, who is going to have his ult up and running very soon. Not really to combo with anybody, because there's no real combo ults, unless Juliet can get a good Shatter on the attacking Six of Spades. To contrast with the combos that we can see on NYXD, with the grab to Dragon Strike, grab to Death Blossom, we do have a stun with the Brigitte that can help kind of take Julik's shield down to allow for a Shatter. But a lot of good positioning, a lot of good D.Va bombs that kind of went, again, the last D.Va bomb from Pop, able to finish off Manami because it had fallen way back behind his shield as he was trying to defend for the rest of his team forward. Six of Spades does have a Ana boost, is going to have a rally, so good defensive, good support ults. Rally is kind of contested to whether or not when you should use it. Rally, again, is kind of an AoE thing Brigitte can do, where everyone is constantly healed and given a lot of armor. At the end, unlike most armor that you would get from the game, you would lose the armor slowly. Instead, you actually keep 100 of your armor. So if you use a After a team fight win and everyone on your team is still pushing the payload, you can use Rally. Everyone will essentially get 100 extra health and armor. And then allows you for pushing forward to get more of your ult charge. Runely, happy Wednesday. It's debated whether or not we should use it during a fight or before a fight. It's actually useful both times. Just gonna put it out there. But it is not that much of a healing ult, so it's not like a Transcendence. It's not like a Valkyrie with a healing. It is only really good as long as you can also stay with the Brigitte. So Brigitte, again, also moves faster. And everyone else in her aura is able to move faster. So that is going to help with Doomfist. That's going to help with Reinhardt moving forward to swing his hammer. I want to see them use that for the speed armor to allow Julik to actually swing his hammer do-si-do. And then maybe Pop and Mammoth maybe go in the back line because they're not super mobile. They do have an Ana. Azrif on the Ana has no movement whatsoever. Their defensive abilities against flankers is going to be the sleep. Is going to be letting their team know that they're being flanked and maybe just a healing grenade to keep them alive. But there's not much. There's not a lot of mobility over on New York. And I want to see Six of Spades kind of exploit that by picking somebody, killing him, and do hit and runs. But they are doing a good job for New York, trying to stick together more or less. Azrif is shooting through from the back in a few places for being Ana. Ana, again, is a ranged healer where you actually shoot your teammates to heal them, in case you're wondering. Adbon is going to be switched out. Rock Jumper is going to be switched out. Seems like they had some problems.
Watch out, the floor is lava.
We're trying to see who lagged out and who didn't. Thank you for being patient. I'm curious what the teams could be thinking about right now as they move forward. Like for right now, one Deej being on Brigitte is very good to kind of counter Mammoth on the Doomfist. However, it's not picking out enough. And they are going to jump off. Mammoth, who was trying to get the fist, dives off himself. And that's going to be a full reset from New York. I love that decision. Mammoth's ult is going to be up as soon as he gets back. They did just capture the point, so he is going to be back very soon. We do have 4 ults for the attacking NYXD, soon to be 5 with Modern Lion on the Rocket Barrage. Defense, you're going to have one Deed switching to a McCree, already getting 30%. Diving in the background, Meteor Strike coming out, probably going to be heading for Azrif, instead going towards the tanks to finish off Rock Jumper. Shatter coming out to finish off Mini Pop, and then finishing off Leroy, whacked, and Julik going to go down to Azrif. A charge coming out, and a pushback from the Doomfist, and Doomfist look like he is going to get away. Very punching a wall, unfortunately. That was a planter. He punched instead of maybe going into the drink and being finished off. One Deej, you're going to get some ult charge from that. With the McCree and the Brigitte, I wouldn't mind seeing Mammoth maybe switch off. Good height coming out from Modern Lion, just going all the way up and all the way around. Justice coming down, finishing off Eclipser to finish off. Azrif going to be the one to deal with him. Shatter coming out, unfortunately not finding anyone. High Noon coming out from one Deej, who Pop immediately defense matrix and pushes forward to try and cancel it out. Good use of D.Va and her usage for dealing with the McCree and High Noon. Azrif getting Pop out of mech. Julik doing a lot of swinging on Gibby. Manami going down to Mammoth. Julik going to finish off Gibby with the swinging hammer. Eclipse on the Hanzo going to be Ana boosted. Hopefully doing a lot of damage, but all Julik has to do is hold his shield up. Right now, they're going to have one last push. All they have to do is get to that one platform here, and that's going to be full capture by Six of Spades. One D just slept in the back. Grab coming out. Comboed with a Dragon Strike that is going to get Modern Lion and Pop out of mech. Azrif going down to Leroy Brown. A lot of swinging from both Ryans. Julik is going to do a lot of swinging. A Shatter going to get Leroy Brown on the ground, who's finished off by Rock Jumper. Meteor Strike coming out from Mammoth, who's going to find nobody to push him back. Mammoth going to be really low, getting half health, getting healed up by Rock Jumper. Trying to get some more ult charge. He's going to be trying to punch out. He does punch out. Manami trying to actually find him. Maybe pushing forward a little bit too much. Fantastic combos by Mammoth to push Manami into the backline. Almost getting caught out. He is going to go down. Unfortunately, not getting healed. That is a good stagger and use of Doomfist. Nerf this coming out. There's no Reinhardt shield that is then going to catch Eclipse. Mammoth going to be doing a lot of charge. He does get stunned, but still is able to help finish off one Deej and Eclipse. Gibby going to go down as well. Rock Jumper going to be the only one left. Charging up from enemy. A charge and a Doomfist punch is going to cancel each other out. I loved what I just saw from Mammoth. And unfortunately, I wish Manami did not do the full dive. Oh, Toaster. Happy Wednesday. Doomfist able to punch Manami, who had charged kind of out of position. He was trying to stagger Mammoth on Doomfist just a little bit. He got punched up in the air, rotated upon, and then punched backward into his returning team. And that was able to stagger Manami on the Reinhardt to such a degree that Pop on Diva was able to use her ult into the room to be able to finish off a lot of NYXD, or just Eclipse, which is a lot of damage on the Reaper. Little contention going out from New York. But they are going to switching sides right now. We're going to have 6 of Spades on defense. Right now they have Whacked on Anna, Julik on Orisa, Pop going to stick on Diva. Pop, very good Diva player. He's going to be more high diamond, low masters is where Pop is. He's probably the highest rated of the team members that I could see on either team. Leroy Brown going to be healing on Moira. And Mammoth going to be going to, again, kind of flanky, dive around, a lot of mobility heroes, and this time going to be Genji instead of Doomfist. The match score, this is the 5th map rune. We have 2 to New York and 2 to 6 of Spades. All games have been back and forth. All games have been fantastic to watch and to play. A little bit of a fit. Calm down, sir. It's okay. Hope you guys can't read chat. But on attack for New York, we're going to see Gibby and Mana going to be on your dive tanks for Diva and Winston. 1D's hopefully going to be accompanying them on his Genji. Modern Lion instead have gone to a Pharah, and Julik able to pull Azrif off with the halt from Orisa. They are going to push forward and kind of get to this first little point. They don't. Right now, there is no real answer to the Pharah up in the air except for Rock Jumper, who is healing at the moment. They've gone around the hall, and there's nobody flanking from either side. Oh wait, we got Hanzo. We have Eclipse over there, kind of trying to flank on the back side. 1D's kind of getting in the back line, and right now they are kind of encapsulated. 1D's able to finish off Modern Lion after Mana goes down to him. And 1D's able to finish off Julik. There's a res coming out to get Manami back up. Payload not moving right now for NYXD. And Manami is going to be pushing forward with Gibby to try and just kind of zone him out. There is going to be at least one more good defense coming out from the red team of 6 of Spades. A very far flank coming from Mammoth on Genji. He may have dived in just a little bit too early, and his team wasn't there pushing forward. And he's going to get taken out. Eclipse gets taken out by Julik. That's the main healer for NYXD going down. However, they still have Anna, who could also be considered main healer. Eugene okay again finding Whacked, and Julik getting taken down by Gibby. Gibby also taking on Leroy Brown. Azrif able to shoot Pharah out of the air, and they're going to keep pushing forward, keeping at least one person on the point as NYXD finishes this push.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Not as coordinated a push as I would have thought from 6 of Spades. Because when we saw Mammoth on Genji push forward from the back, I know, we only saw maybe Pop poke the side of the corner. And so everyone from NYXD was able to focus him down. 1D's getting taken down by Julik as they're doing a lot of poke damage. That's one down from New York. Manami jumping in, not finding anyone. That's Julik jumping in the back line, doing a lot of a boop from Modern Lion, able to hit Manami off, who did not have his jump anymore. Mammoth going to take down Azrif. Julik going to finish off Rock Jumper again, who's not very mobile on the Anna. Gibby trying to jump off, unfortunately unable to. Mammoth very scary, doing a dash to try and finish off Anna over the water, and just barely able to get back up on the wall. We do have ults here on defense. We do have Rocket Barrage. We do have Coalescence. We do have an Angry Bunch. A Diva Bomb coming out from Pop, landing on top, unfortunately. Maybe aimed at Azrif. A Dragon Strike hoping to zone out the team. Justice coming out. Unfortunately, Modern Lion is shut down by Azrif. No justice had today. Rock Jumper getting finished off by Julik, and he was able to get Pop out of mech. Manami getting Leroy. Pop jumping off. Whacked getting up Modern Lion one more time to kind of help him get up out of the way. for the Fair Mercy right now. They are still retreating. 1D trying to do a lot of work, trying to get him down. Does finish off Modern Lion with the help of that, or Azrif does finish him off. Jubilee pushing forward right now. Mammoth saying 1D jump at Genji too. Manami going down to Pop's rockets. Another jump in. A Valk coming out. This is going to be a big defense right now. Eclipse unfortunately getting caught out. Nobody to dive to. Gets hit by the angry monkey of Julik. Also finish off Mini Diva, and Whacked is going to pistol rock jump just in the face. Azrif getting caught out just a little bit, and 1D a little bit too far up in the up ahead. No one else of his team even available. And we're actually needing to back up and regroup just one more time. Wait for the full team. Manami getting off the Winston, going to a Reinhardt. They do have another Dragon Strike. They do have their own self-destruct, and they will have a blade from 1D. Only a Coalescence and a blade later for 6 of Spades. Both dive tanks dive in. A Nerf Disc coming out, not finding anyone. Mammoth Gamer able to get Eclipse down. And Mini Diva Gibby. Azrif finishing off Modern. Mammoth gonna get Azrif, and they're gonna keep pushing him back. Looks like better use of ults there for 6 of Spades. Javed, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. This is a scrim put together by the captains of both teams. NYXD top left in the blue, top right you're going to have 6 of Spades. And this is their 5th game, 5th match, last match of their scrim. Moving forward again, Azrif switching off from Hanzo instead of going to a Reaper. Hoping to try to deal with Julik as he tries to immediately kill off Eclipse, which he gets Eclipse. A blade coming out. Unfortunately, 1D's not able to find purchase with his blade. Azrif going down to Mammoth. Rock Jumper is going to pop out of mech. Gibby's mech is going to go down as well as Modern Lion. And right now, it's Manami just swinging his hammer. He is going to charge away, hopefully getting away, trying to regroup with the rest of his team. NYXD still has 2 or maybe 3 good fights, but they do have to push the payload. I like the change to the Reaper, but there's a lot of ults out for 6 of Spades. Another charge and just finish off Eclipse. A big bomb again by Pop. Able to get Gibby, who is out of mech. Rock Jumper, who again, Ana is not very mobile, and they will finish off the Reinhardt as well.
60 seconds.
Good coordination and dives by the tanks over here on 6 of Spades. Not a lot of answers. Azrif is sticking back with the Reaper. 1D has switched from the Genji onto a Hanzo. Hopefully trying to shoot just from over on top from the back. Getting dived on by Julik and Mammoth and goes down very quickly. Eugene coming up from Mammoth. A Shatter coming out, able to get Julik on the ground, but nobody's going to finish him off. Mammoth does finish off Eclipse. Modern Lion able to get Manami. A Nerf this does find Modern Lion behind it, but Mammoth is just finishing off people one after the other. Azrif and Gibby going down. Modern Lion getting rezzed up. There's one more fight for NYXD. 1D, I need you to back up, sir. You cannot deal with these diving tanks and get the Genji and the... Genji does find Rock Jumper, unfortunately. There's a lot of coordination for both Julik and Mammoth on a dive. Modern Lion doing a really charged High Noon, who gets through the shield and finds off Azrif and Gibby's mech. A charge from Manami. Kind of just pushing the mech a little bit, nothing else. Mammoth gets stunned by 1D, John McCree. And is able to put down, they are in overtime. They need to push forward all the way to the next point to get some more time. Yeah, Pop playing an excellent diva. Shatter for Manami. Does get a lot of people. There's nobody here from NYXD to follow it up. He does get the Modern Lion down, however, he's behind Enemy Lions. Modern Lion getting rezzed. A Diva Bomb coming forward, getting Eclipse, Rock Jumper, and 1D. Again, a 3-person Diva Bomb. Azrif was in the back line, was able to get whacked in Modern Lion. However, Leroy Brown able to finish off with the Coalescence, Manami and Azrif. It is only Gibby. Gibby able to use and nerf this to kind of zone him off the point. Does get back into mech. Stalling as best he can, but he can't even dive off the point. It is that contested. And it doesn't look like NYXD is going to get here in time. He's booped off. He's run back. Valiant attack and hold as best he could from Gibby. But that is going to be a 6 of Spades win again. There's a lot of back and forth. Both these games have been fantastic to watch. I am told that this was their last game. A lot of great Diva ults. A lot of good coordination from Julik and Mammoth as they dove on somebody who always seemed to be out of position over on the NYXD. But a lot of great shatters from Rock Jumper. A lot of great coordination from both teams. Back and forth. Ult usage probably going to go in favor of Six of Spades, specifically for one map where they were on Nepal, where they were to hold off for everybody. But this has been, again, NYXD versus Six of Spades. Fantastic matches on both sides. Well played, team.